G'day, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are for week 11, I think it is, in the Pro franchise. As again, my name's Beyond the Game, and today we've got a game against the 6-3 New York Jets, controlled by Buncey. As many people know, Buncey's known for the Buncey pass, which is essentially rolling out to the right-hand side and to the hash marks and throwing it across your body or down the lane, down the field, when the receivers get open. But it'll be an interesting game, I think. What we need to really establish today is try a pass, and I think that's where we have our most chance. I think the defensive line is quite rigid for these Jets, so I think that's something I'll be focusing on today. So we'll see how we go. I mean, we've still got these injuries still, so I'm a bit confident going into this game. I mean, Bunce and I have been relatively even this Madden in the other leagues, but I've been looking forward to this game because I think we've got a real chance of making a last-minute dash for the playoffs. I mean, the record might not say that, but I think there is still a chance there. But we need to get the stops early. So you know, one thing I think this Chargers team's become good is stopping the run. However, with this out route right here, and then a little goose step, Blackman goes right around Mike Jenkins, and I think he's just burnt me for a touchdown. Yeah, talk about out routes killing him. But that's alright, so we'll try and get the ball back into a decent field position. Deep kick to Royal. As many people know, Royal's been a bit of a machine this year in returns, and boom! And I don't know what happened there. He took control of him at the wrong step, bang! He cuts back in, and then I somehow kind of glitch a little bit there. And it looks like I just break the tackle, and I'm going all the way to the house. Let's break away from cop speed, mate. Any Royal touchdown, back in the game 7-7. Let's hope this game doesn't get out of order though. You know, we need to get some key stops. Just keep the game. You know, you never want to get in a shootout. In this year, I don't think, for me anyway, I don't feel like I can handle getting into a shootout at the moment. I think, and then we'll see how we go. So I mean, things I've been doing so far the last week is practicing also on the covers, like being better with the safety play. I think is one thing I've been working on the last few weeks on defense, and incorporating a bit more cover 2 into the side and to the scheme, just to offset, because I mean, it's an effective defense if the opponent doesn't know how to beat it or doesn't expect it, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, getting some good stops here with some goal line defense, some red zone defense I've started using. You've probably seen it a few times in some of the games, and it works effectively really well. So Melvin Ingram gets a big sack there, and we force the field goal. So happy days. So we'll start trying to look to kind of grind out the clock a little bit, and we get lucky with Malcolm Floyd, that big receiver, just comes in and makes a big catch. So yet again, the stick and nod. Probably not a play I'm really great with because I've been picked up at a few times this season, but I get away with a nice pass across the middle. Just trying to open up his defense so I can establish a bit more of a run with Matthews. But yet again, you know, this line is well documented. The New York Jets. It's a very class defensive line. So we just need to get him into. Oh, we fumbled there with Royal. I think he was down. And I think sure enough, it's going to get reviewed. Yep, booth review, and it's been overturned, thankfully. I mean, I couldn't have done with another fumble for this Chargers team. And I get outside with Matthews and just truck along for an extra few yards. That probably were undeserved. But that's alright. So, you know, one thing I've tried practicing is red zone offense. I think is one thing that really cost us last week against Unita. We had the chance of the one, and we didn't make it count. And there we go, just taking advantage of really the size mismatch. Antonio Cromartie against big Ladarius Green. So you know, getting Manti Teo for me this season since Donald Butler's been injured has come on really well. I've enjoyed using him across the middle. I've had a lot of success. Unfortunately, not that good that time to get a stop. So you know, we've just got to keep on playing some solid defense and just hope we can get some stops along the way. So yet again, getting some good runs defense here. It's working relatively well. I've been boosting up a lot of the block shed on a lot of the guys, so I think that's really helped to really stop these power running teams. I think it's a key thing this year as well. So nice little screen, getting me out there. I think the one thing when you play, you got to be careful about not playing too much zone because you're going to get picked up by the screens. And I think that's something I've adapted to this season. I mean, a little bit, and I'm just trying to stay in a little bit mixture of man zone just to try and get some better offsets. And then we get a curl, but this time we're not going to let a curl or an out go for the house. And he runs it straight up the middle and gets some nice yards on the outside. Straight up the middle again. Some nice yards. The blocking superior up the front there. You try and blitz him, doesn't really work that well, but Mike Mitchell comes through and gets a big sack on Gino. And then he goes up, another screenplay. Ben Tate cuts past two would-be tacklers and gets an extra 7 yards. This time just trying to stay outside the tight end and nearly get the pick there. Double covered on the outside. So I'm happy leading to this. I've stopped him in the red zone twice for 2 field goals. I think that puts him in a good position, but we need to make it count on the scoreboard here. We can't afford to try and we roll out and just find Keenan Allen with a little just lob pass over the top. I don't know how you got that open to be fair. Get in, just try and check down a little bit. Just some things I'm trying to look at doing this of the game. And wide trail, it's always a hard route to defend as a user. I think a lot of people would agree with me that it's one of the harder routes to do. And I'm trying to throw a few screens to the plays. I have trouble defending and don't really seem to get much success. And then there's a big sack for 3rd and long. And so we look deep. There's nothing deep. Good coverage around, and should have got picked off. Yeah, by Kamara. He could have gone back for 6 as well. Luckily enough, but dropped. He passes across the middle, gets some big yards there. And here we go again. So we're just trying to plug up that middle, try to make sure, make them wait and bang. The boy, Melvin Ingram, star of the game really, comes through for a big sack. But we let him get our jail there on 2nd and long and he gets another out route. I mean, you gotta start shutting out routes. Since I've started doing this, try and shut out routes there. Shade the coverage outside. I mean, it's a little bit risky, or you can just play like a yellow zone instead of man coverage. Something I've tried. Had some success, but there's a bit of a you gotta get them at the right time. So sometimes people have this would be play on the 3rd down, so you just put a yellow zone on one side where you think it's more likely to go. Get a nice rollout here. Keenan Allen in the seam. Get a nice pass there. Pocket was collapsing really quickly there. Now I bring in my my kind of my wife's cheesy quarterback, some would say, and just so people don't expect it because they think you Philip Rivers and I'd rather run the read option. I mean, I just thought, I've got to get involved in this somehow because people seem to have a lot of success doing it, and unfortunately it didn't work, and we get stopped on 3rd down. So here we go, so just neutering Weddle, and then the coverage just breaks down. I thought it was going to be a curl. At that time I had to cover it myself and got a nice pick. He's going to go, ooh, Gino brings him down. So just going to try and pound in the rock a little bit, and no, you're not going to do that against this team. Pete action, should find Royal. And that was the backup quarterback. I was trying to see what he would do if he saw him again. I don't think he noticed too much. So trying to funnel the run into the inside, and it works for him. I did that, and get some big quick bubble screen it looked like to me. Gets some good success off that. So just roaming down, and yet again, it's not good enough. Stopping those short gains he's getting. Dropping back with Weddle, run over the top. Great work by Buncey here. Great pass. He stayed with. He basically made the perfect read, so to speak. Made me have to choose between 2 guys. That's some really great offense there. So 4 minutes left in the 3rd. We probably need to try and get a nice drive going here. This is where we need to get Matthews going, and bang, Ryan Matthews, he can, he will. No, he's a bit slow. Okay, he ain't going all the way. It would be nice though. But Danny Woodpecker, gains those extra few yards. He gets us to 2nd and 2, and you know what? Have a bit of fun, play a wildcat, and it's not going to work. Wildcat. I mean, it used to be a really good team. The Dolphins ran it for great success a few years back now, but it's not that great anymore. I mean, sometimes that jet sweep play is quite nice out of it, if you can get it run perfectly, but not that time. So here we go. We probably might have scored a little bit too quick, I reckon. But we're up by 5. Probably need a. He's probably happy to take the short yards underneath, and we get a beautiful coverage here across the field, forcing the rollout, nothing open deep. Melvin Ingram makes his 3rd sack of the game. Stick a nod. I've got to stay with a deep player, and I think it helps, and Melvin Ingram gets his 4th sack of the game. We've got 3rd and 29 here though. You play a cover 4 shell, and Derek Cox. I absolutely hate Derek Cox. I think most Chargers fans can agree with me that he's the biggest waste of space of cornerback I've ever seen. And we nearly get a sack there, but this great pass by Buncey there, and points his receiver really well. Right up the middle, great blocking, gets 5 yards I think or 6. So, you know, 8 minutes left, Weddle comes outside and stops the play. So Weddle is everywhere in this game. There he goes, making another tackle. Unfortunately, he gets the 1st down. Gets some good coverage here, gets the ball out just in time before the sack comes. And then there's a massive juke by that fullback, and he gets into the red zone. And the red zone defense, is it going to work this time? Probably not. The fullback run up the middle. And then he's gone for the 2 points to make a 3-point game, and he easily points him over the top with a beautiful lob pass. So we've got a bit of work to do. 3 points down. So I just run a quick shotgun run here with Matthews, gain some nice yards to get me going. Then I just come out in a 5 wide hard look and just see what I can do with a bunch. And we worked with some great success. Run it in, no luck against this hot defensive line. So Rivers stepping back here, probably going to my, you know that play, the outs. I love my out routes. And Matthews running up the middle, you know, just trying to see what I can tick some clock as well. I think it's important to always keep clock management. I haven't been the best at it this year. You've got to be mindful that you're still going to try and win the game with the clock. And the Texas route, it's kind of like for many players, kind of like that third down or 2nd and long kind of pass that you like to make, because it is hard to defend for some users. And it works with great work there. And then Royal being able to beat over the top. I died here accidentally. You know, I didn't purposely mean to waste the clock, because I think I was getting a bit worried here after last week. I could have very well not got a touchdown here. So and this time I'm just going to pound it with the rock in with Ryan Matthews, break the tackle, and go into the touchdown. So I leave him in the 54, and he's only got 1 timeout left. So I think this is a part where I've struggled this year, is trying to stop people when they've got this amount of time and they can get back. I mean, if it was a field goal game, I'd probably be a bit more worried in terms of what you do. You've got to make him use as much clock as possible and keep the clock running. We let Gino get these few yards there off the ground. Try and just cover up the passes across the middle where it's possible. And just make sure we tackle him in bounce. I think that's the key thing, make sure the clock's running. He's got 2 timeouts, so yet again, getting a nice stop there, but this time we need to come up with some better coverage, I think, and watch those outside passes possibly. He comes across and we get another big sack there. Was that? I didn't see who that was, maybe it was Ingram again. But here we go, and Kerry Rhodes steps up, makes the pick, and ladies and gentlemen, that's game over. That's a win for the Chargers, thankfully, and happy to get away with a win here. And we just need it out for the win. So I mean, happy to get away with a win here. I think I got a little bit on the lucky side, to be honest. And I think the red zone defense really bailed us out of jail here a few times and helped. And those 2 picks are pretty crucial. But it was a great game. Credit to Bunce, he stuck in there, and I mean, he made it very close despite the two INTs. So Chargers escaped with a win. Happy with that. But this next week we've got Trooper and his Vikings. He's Adrian Pearson running over everyone in the league. So that's the next thing we need to stop the run next week. And I think we can take in some good confidence from this that we've done well. But till next time, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.